Weird things about Mexico. Unique things make Mexico more than just a name. Mexico, home to the sex city and the pain of a girl who was raped 43,000 times. The man lives a poor life because he owns the longest penis in the world. I spent my entire youth traveling to Mexico to make videos. You only need 15 minutes to experience those unique and interesting things online. What are you waiting for? Join Top 10 Mysteries to discover 9 unique things only found in Mexico. The sex city of Tenancingo and the pain of a girl who was raped 43,000 times. Editor Cho Thum Vau Fan Nai. Referring to Tenancingo, a town in Tlaxcala City, Mexico, the keyword appears. The most common expression would be sex. This is the focal point for supplying a number of famous girls for both Mexico and the US. A pimp and 3 prostitutes can bring in 500,000 USD a year. But the most painful thing is when it's not all voluntary, but forced. Women, even girls as young as 14, are regularly kidnapped from villages around Tenancingo. Others are deceived, threatened, or even lured into illegal networks. More and more luxury villas are springing up, demonstrating the power of the human trafficking clans in Tenancingo. The highest point is the case of a Mexican girl named Carla, who was raped 43,000 times when she fell into the hands of human traffickers from Zacatelco, when she was only 12 years old. Carla said she was raped up to 30 times a day, 7 days a week, for 4 years. I was forced to work at 10 a.m. and finish at midnight with no days off, she said. One time I was disillusioned when a group of 30 police officers rushed in, thinking I was being saved. But they took the girls to the rooms and forced them to do as they said. It got worse when Carla became pregnant and gave birth to a human trafficker's daughter, but was not allowed to be near her daughter for a year. She was finally rescued in 2006 during an anti-trafficking operation in Mexico City. In addition, Casa Xochiquetzal is a haven for Mexican girls out of date, opened by former prostitute Carmen Munoz. Those who live here are provided with free food, shelter, and health care, thanks to charitable foundations and funding from female artists and writers. Most of the people there, even though they are old, are still wearing makeup and revealing clothes, perhaps out of habit and suffering from occupational diseases. Owner of the world's longest penis, a Mexican man named Roberto Esquivel Cabrera has a precious penis, oversized above the knee, bigger than a baseball bat. Through X-ray results, it was confirmed that it was about 0.5 inch long, like a baseball bat. So long that Roberto could not find a job or dare to dream of having a lover. At the same time, he wants the government to recognize him as a disabled person because I cannot work. In addition, this man also wants to be recorded in the Guinness Book of Records with the title, Owner of the World's Longest Penis. Currently, this title belongs to Jonah Falcon, American, who has a penis up to 34 centimeters long. However, through the results of a 3D scan, doctors in Mexico confirmed that Roberto's real penis is only about 15 centimeters long. The rest is excess skin. Medical experts suggested surgery to free him from his giant penis, no longer have pain, have a normal sex life, and have children, but he refused. In Latin culture, whoever has a larger penis is considered more masculine. Therefore, he feels different. I don't know if he's a man or not, but seeing that the situation is miserable, Roberto lives in a small room provided by his brother, uses money from social benefits, searches for leftover food, and digs through trash. He had no friends and was shunned by everyone. Bigger is not always better, right? The next man is equally strange when he marries a crocodile. The mayor's wedding with the crocodile, and he's a boy, but has never loved anyone because this mayor will marry a crocodile. Everyone, please stop making so much noise. The first time I heard this strange truth, I exclaimed, "Oh my God." But this is actually a custom of the Chontal and Huav indigenous communities of the state of Oaxaca. A man will marry a crocodile in a symbolic ceremony, but the crocodile wears a white wedding dress and other colorful clothes. People in this town consider the crocodile to be the god representing the earth. The marriage between the crocodile and the local chief symbolizes the union between humans and gods. And today, it's Mayor Victor Hugo Sosa's turn to bring the crocodile to the palace for a colorful party. This bride, who has just gone through 7 pots of ban chung, is nicknamed Little Princess, leaving the whole small world to love you. During the ceremony, the groom must forcefully kiss the bride once, which means kissing a crocodile. The mystery under the cross-country tunnel. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the scene of a shocking transnational drug case in Mexico. After receiving information from a neighbor, the Superdrug Prevention and Combat Team was present at a tunnel starting in Tijuana City, Mexico, across the border leading to San Diego City, California. Of America. Behind a successful man, there is always the shadow of a woman, and behind these floor tiles is a tunnel more than 1,300 meters long, more than 20 meters deep underground, 1.6 meters high, 60 centimeter wide, at a cost of nearly $6 billion. According to journalists, this is the longest underground drug smuggling route ever discovered on the border with Mexico and the US. After locating a house used as a drug hideout, agents began blocking traffic near this house, seizing barrels full of cocaine, ending up seizing 799 kilos of cocaine, 75 kilos of synthetic drugs, and 1.6 kilos of heroin. Because of the theft, the traders invested in this basement with a ventilation system, water pump, power lines, a wide railway track and trailer system, even elevators at 2 entrances. No wonder it's so good you guys hid it so well. I just found it now. In the past, when people left this world, people buried their dead with gold, silver, and jewels. Nowadays, rich people are buried with cars like this. It's strange that a deceased person is buried with a car. Looking at the video, you can also see that a crane was used to lower the deceased's car into a brick-covered grave, and the coffin was placed in the back of the car. I heard that when you die, you can't take material possessions with you to the grave. And there's no point in making a lot of money, but a man in Mexico has proven this opinion wrong like never before. Due to fighting an incurable disease, Don Arana from Puerto San Carlos, Mexico, cannot drive the truck his son gave him not long ago. Feeling that he did not have much time left on this earth, Arana told his family that he wanted to be buried with the car so he could drive it in the afterlife. Respecting the last wishes of loved ones is highly valued in Mexico, so Don Arana was laid to rest in his beloved truck after his death. As far as I can tell, they may face heavy fines because of regulations not allowing unusual burials. This is not the first time. Previously, a politician in South Africa was buried inside a Mercedes car with his hands holding the steering wheel, instead of the usual coffin. In 2018, a businessman in Nigeria also made headlines when he decided to buy a brand new BMW to bury his father. The dish has a scary origin, and money may not be able to buy it. Farmers definitely hate mold rice, beans, or corn. That is, no one buys it for sale. No one takes it, feed it to the chickens. Yet black moldy corn is a delicious Mexican dish. That black fungus is actually corn anthrax, which often develops on corn cobs after rain, forming unusual white, gray, pink, and black lumps, also known as corn mold, written like this huitlacoche, but pronounced huitlacoche. For most of us, if we peel corn and see mushrooms like this, we just end up in the trash because of its disease-carrying appearance. But not in Mexico. The price is 10 times higher than regular corn, and the nutritional value is also higher. Therefore, people separate each piece of huitlacoche from the corn and then use them to prepare many traditional dishes. After cooking, huitlacoche turns black and slightly gelatinous. Add a little garlic and chili to add a rich flavor and balance the strong earthy smell, giving dishes with huitlacoche an unmistakable flavor. According to my research, in Mexico, corn is considered a very sacred plant. Anything that grows on it is considered a gift from God, extremely valuable to the people. In short, if you sell it to Vietnam for 5 times the price of regular corn, would you buy it? Please comment yes or no below. This dish is not as scary as the world's scariest doll graveyard below. Creepy doll graveyard causes hauntings in Mexico. To tell you the truth, this fragile and fragile heart, just one Annabelle is enough to shock us all. But in Mexico, they live together on an island with a name that is harder to read than a doctor's handwriting. Isla de las Muñecas, located south of Mexico City. Initially, the island was owned by a man named Julian Santana Barrera. But this person passed away from a sudden heart attack in 2001. Since then, the island has been abandoned, and the dolls on the island are said to be haunted. Legend has it that in the 1950s, when Barrera arrived on the island, he discovered the body of a young girl lying face down in the water next to a floating doll. With deep superstition and religiosity, he is afraid that the girl's spirit will haunt the island. So, he decided to hang her doll on the tree to appease the soul. Since then, Barrera has picked up all the dolls that drifted in the canal or in the trash wherever he went and hung them on the island. In 2001, he was found drowned in the place where the girl and the doll were found nearly 50 years ago. So people believe that the island is cursed and the dolls will come to life at night to talk to each other. It's funny that the guests even brought dolls, which is probably not scary enough. Mysterious light at the pyramid. On the way to the spring festival at the beginning of the year, a Mayan family checked in at the Kukulkan Pyramid. Anyone who loves Marvel is no stranger to this name. The young father decided to take a selfie again to post on Facebook to increase interaction. But when he checked his camera again, he was surprised, bewildered, and fell backwards when he discovered a beam of light that appearing on the top of the pyramid. When he looked again, no light appeared at all. After posting that photo on social networks, netizens were like fish in water, just swimming in and commenting. Some guesses say that this is love at first sight when meeting a crush. Some say it's just photoshopped, and some comment that this guy's camera is corny. However, experts deduce that this could be lightning resonating with the camera's focusing technique, creating the effect shown in the photo. Hitherto, this phenomenon still doesn't have a satisfactory answer. This Kukulkan pyramid is also very mysterious. It is arranged like a Russian doll. By using 3D techniques, scientists discovered the structure inside the pyramid. A 10-meter high structure is contained within an average 20-meter high structure and is covered in an outermost outer layer. The building has a pyramidal structure with 9 floors. But perhaps its most appealing feature is the sound rather than the image. The interesting thing is that as long as you clap your hands outside at the foot of the pyramid, you can hear an echo from inside like the cry of Quetzal, a sacred bird of the Mayans.
Sound comes back.
This is a bird revered by the ancient Aztecs and Mayans as a symbol of goodness and light. If you shout or drum outside the tower, you will hear sounds completely different from clapping. But until now, people still do not know whether the ancient architects who created the pyramid intentionally designed it that way, or whether it was simply random. The following is the strongest 850-ton roof in the solar system. No need to worry about losing the roof. Strangely, the house was crushed by an 850-ton rock but did not collapse. The house is located under a 15 mm high rock, weighing 850 tons in the Ocampo Flora, in a fauna reserve in the Coahuila Desert, making the online community confused. From the outside, it seems like it's being crushed by a huge block of heavy rock but still sturdy, not collapsing. Is this really true? In fact, a few years ago, Mr. Don Benito Hernandez, 70 years old, a Mexican, decided to build this house under a pre-existing rock with the intention of becoming famous and wanting the media to pay attention. After construction, the number of visitors coming here is increasing because they are curious about how the house can stand under the 850-ton rock that acts as the roof. However, because it is a remote place, the electricity is worse. There is no sewage system. Furthermore, the bed and ceiling are only 1.2 mallet apart. You probably won't be able to sit in it. The family must take advantage of the water source of a mountain stream for daily activities. But unfortunately, the stream freezes in winter. After all the inconveniences, Hernandez emphasized, I will not sell this home even if they pay 1 or 2 million USD. I will still continue to live here until I leave this world. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave top 10 mysteries a like and subscribe so you don't miss the latest video notifications.
With